If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Welcome to Billy Ho Sports. Thank you for tuning in. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like and comment on the videos. I hope you enjoy the show. Now, let's go. Hello, Billy Ho here. Different kind of video today. Internet is non-functional at this household at this time. So filming this in a little bit different direction, but I wanted to try to get this out here today so you guys can take a look at it. Welcome to Billy Ho Sports. Thanks for watching. Bear with me next day or two. Hopefully we'll get the internet straightened out. Appreciate you. Upcoming NFL main slate contest. $250 in total prizes. Top three paid, $200 to the winner, $30 to second, $20 to third. Going to be a free contest on DraftKings to invite exclusively subscribers to Billy Ho Sports. Also give Billy Ho a follow on Twitter at Billy Ho Sports. Thank you very much. And basically, you need to leave your DraftKings username in the comment section of some of these videos. I will parse through them and try to find as many as I can. Put it where I could find it. There's a link in every description I've been putting out since this contest was announced that has a hashtag Twitter link that will take you straight to where you want to go. So that's the best way to do it. You leave your DK username there, and we're all good. So week 6 is here. And this is our first week of buys. And let's see, we'll shout them out for you. Detroit, Tennessee, Las Vegas, and Houston all on bye this week. 11-game slate, main slate. Stick around. Got a couple of interesting guys toward the end and some game stacks. If you look at the screen behind me, these are all the games I'm going to be talking about. And these are your quarterbacks. So I thought I'd list them first to give you guys an idea on what we're going to be doing today. So let's get into it. First game leads us off is going to be Buffalo and Kansas City. Obviously, that's the super highest owned, probably biggest stack, highest total, all of the things everybody wants to play. Josh Allen especially. I don't see how people aren't just going to say, we got to play Josh Allen or we're never going to win again on DraftKings. So we're just going to plug in. We're just going to jam in Josh Allen and a pass catcher or two and just figure it out from there. And it's really not a bad strategy, to be honest with you. So anyway, both quarterbacks are 8,200, 8,000 respectively. If you stack Mahomes, I don't know if I double stack Mahomes, possibly. But you know you're going Kelsey. That's the first one off the bat, right? So Clyde Edwards-Helaire is an interesting second stack. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump to the next slide here. And these are just some ideas I'm tossing out. Josh Allen, 8,200. And he's got Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis are the main two. And then you're going to either have Isaiah McKenzie back if he passes concussion protocol, or you're going to have the new guy, Shakir, who looked pretty good. He had a really nice game, and he was dirt min priced, too. So these are just guys to stack them with or run them back. So Mahomes, obviously, it's Kelsey. Juju and Marquez Valdez-Scantling is getting a little more involved in the offense. Maybe he's getting a little bit more comfortable. I always thought that guy was a good receiver. I don't know why he hasn't had more opportunities till now, but maybe he'll start to contribute more in the offense, because you can't just throw 4 touchdowns to Kelsey every week. That ain't gonna happen all too often. So, and of course, the Buffalo Bills defense is very formidable. So it's gonna be not that easy, but maybe Kansas City parlays that home field advantage that's pretty decent to them over the years, and maybe they get the win. I don't know, but I kind of lean Buffalo here because that offense is just too damn good. So we'll have to see about that. But these are the guys that I'm looking into right now, and the next game is going to be Arizona-Seattle, and I think this is a good bounce back spot for Kyler Murray. Especially, he didn't look all that great last week. He did okay, but he obviously got Hollywood Brown, Zach Ertz, Rondale Moore got very involved. Eno Benjamin's a good pass catcher. Connors is injured still. We don't know what Connors' status is, so keep an eye on that. But if Connors is healthy and he's a full go, I like him as the main running back. You know, you could play him with Kyler if you want to be different, because a lot of people won't do that. But, you know, if you say want to stack Geno Smith with Metcalf and Lockett, you run it back with Connors, and that's a really good game stack. But Geno Smith, to me, 5,700 priced up, but he seems to be starting to prove that he can maybe run two pass catchers. Metcalf is always my preference because he's just a beast. Lockett just gets loose and over the top like he did last week in New Orleans. So maybe not with him. But then after that, you're playing tight end roulette with your Parkinsons and your Disley. Disley, I put a slight edge on the 3. And then I guess maybe Fant and Parkinson. Now, we don't know what's going on with the splits between Penny and Walker. Walker had a huge play last week. He seems to be getting healthy over that hernia. So the hernia wasn't in his legs. Dude looked fast. So he might start taking some work away from Penny. So we'll have to see about that. So these are all good games to start with. Those top two there, most def. The next game up I wanted to talk about, and I'll probably go over this just kind of briefly, is Minnesota at Miami. And basically it's Kirk. If you want to try Kirk Cousins, he is down to 6K. I think that makes it a little bit more bearable to run him out there than like 6,800 like he was a few weeks ago, because you know he can get Jefferson there. Cook is the next play, but if you want to play them together, I'm cool with that because I'm trying new things anyway. So maybe you play Cook with him and you just get all the touchdowns. You know, that'd be a good idea. And then there's a big gap. And then you got Irv Smith, Adam Thielen, and Osborne. Those are your ancillary third options on this team. Madison didn't get enough work. I don't really much care for him. Tua, I don't think Tua plays this week. So if he doesn't play, I don't want any Miami quarterback. Bridgewater will probably start. I think he'll clear protocol because, like I said in the previous video, he cleared concussion protocol. So I think that's a good thing for him leading into this week. The only reason he didn't go back into game Sunday is because of the new rules. So after that, we got Tom Brady and the Bucks going to Pittsburgh, where you just saw Josh Allen and the Bills just absolutely take him to the woodshed. Brady, you know he's going to throw it 50 times. You know he's going to throw it to Evans, Godwin, Fournette out of the backfield. I don't know about Otten running back. I don't know what their tight end situation is, but Otten may get more playing time because he seems to be pretty solid. So we'll have to see about that. And that's really all you need. I mean, if you want to go Kenny Pickett, maybe he threw for like 327 yards last week. He just didn't get any touchdowns, and he's throwing interceptions. And, you know, maybe he'll be a little bit more comfortable this week. His favorite target is going to be Pickens. And then you've got DJ, Deontay Johnson, and Chase Claypool with Freiermuth bringing it up the rear. So those guys are pretty solid. Run backs, really. I mean, if you want to just stack up Brady, maybe I'll try that again. It didn't work out last week because Brady, he got the yardage, he got the passing. He just didn't get any of the touchdowns. He got the one pass to Fournette, and they just didn't score any touchdowns for some reason. They were moving the ball down the field the whole game. So I don't know what to think about that. Now, next game I wanted to talk about is Joe Burrow heading down to the Big Easy, taking it sleazy with his buddy Chase, and T. Higgins a question mark, and we got Mixon, Hurst, and Boyd. Hurst, if Higgins is a no-go for some reason, Hurst definitely was the guy that stepped into the a bigger role. Burrow 6,700 is a good price, and I think if Geno Smith can throw all over that New Orleans defense in New Orleans, then albeit Joe Burrow can. So, and I listed Taysom Hill at the other side. If you're interested, I think on FanDuel he's still a tight end. So, I mean, he's almost lock button at 5,100 for a guy that's, I mean, Dalton may start again, but you're going to see him run all the important plays, the goal line plays, the 3rd and 1 plays. And I doubt he breaks off the runs like he did last week. I think that was more of a product of Seattle's poor defense. I think Cincinnati's going to be a lot better, so I wouldn't really love me some Taysom Hill. Olave's a question mark. Thomas is a question mark. I don't know who the other, Troutman and the other tight ends, Juwan Johnson, I don't want to screw with that. I'll probably just play Kamara at the run back and be done with it. Next game up is Baltimore at the New York Giants. Fascinating game. You know what Lamar can do. You know him and Andrews are your 1-2 stacks. Bateman's a question mark. He was ruled out last week with an injury. Duvernay stepped up. My dude Duvernay is getting it done. Of course, J.K. Dobbins is a good run back. He's not really a good guy that pair with Lamar, because those two guys are just like oil and water. I mean, it's not even that Lamar throws to running backs at all, and Dobbins doesn't catch passes. So I would not fool with either one of those. But then you got Daniel Jones on the other side, and obviously Saquon Barkley you can pair with, no problem. He catches so many targets out of the backfield. And Darius Slayton back in the good graces of the coaching staff. So maybe that's a good thing, and we'll get her done, because I really, really like Slayton as a deep threat and a guy who can, contribute. And then you got any other rando wide receiver from there, or Bellinger, the tight end. I really don't know where to go from there. I'd probably just go a single stack, or if I double stack, depending on health of wide receivers, obviously. Wandale Robinson might come back. I don't know who else I would think of there. But moving on. I think that's all the games actually I want to talk about. So we're going to call it. Appreciate you watching. Stay tuned. Better days ahead of us. Should have that internet fixed in the next day or so. So we'll get her done, man. And until the next video, we'll see you soon.